Alrighty, today I'm going to be doing, basically showing you how I make bacon. I'm going to use the recipe that I normally use, plus I'm going to try out a new one. I've heard maple syrup's pretty good instead, like I normally use brown sugar, but I've heard maple syrup's pretty good, so I'm going to give that one a go as well. Right, yeah, garlic, you've got to chop that, I'll go through that in a minute. Brown sugar, yeah, brown sugar, that's my original recipe. I've got some maple syrup. Use proper maple syrup, not maple flavoured syrup, it's a totally different thing. Green peppercorns, you can use normal peppercorns if you want, I just find this one gives you a nicer flavour. Rock salt, a couple of chilies, they're just from the chili bush in the backyard here, I've dried them out, and pork belly. That's it. If you can't, you've got that little end there, you know, they sit together in the clove like that. That's the bottom of the clove there. All you do, chop that bit off, give them a hit, give them a squeeze, done. Give them a hit, give it a squeeze. That's it, they're skinned. Just like that. Pretty simple. So they're little slivers. That camera focus, yeah, there we go. They're only very little slivers, but you throw them in with the bag. I'll chop up the rest of these and then get on with it and show you how it's all done, how it all goes together. Rightio, I'll start off with the regular one that I do, which is pretty damn good. So, just Ziploc bag, you know, yeah, zip the top up, away you go. Grab your lump of pork belly. Plonk him into the bag. I try and get a piece that's, you know, half the size of the bag so that I can double it over when I put it in the fridge. And then you flip it day to day. Okay. Now, so start off. That was a 1 point bugger all kilo pork belly. So about that much salt. What's that? A third of a cup, I suppose. Throw it in the bag. Have a look at it. Okay, see it's just covered the whole top of it. That's it. If you put any more in, it just takes longer to get rid of. So chilies, just chop them up before. Sprinkle them in, so seeds and all. Okay, and half of that garlic. green peppercorns. Okay, all you do, well, all I do have a mortar and pestle, but you don't really have to worry that much about it. They're only in there for the flavour. So you just put them on the bench, put your knife on them and give them a smack. Okay, just breaks them up a little bit. Half of that, I'm doing 2 lots, so half of that boils there. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so a dozen green peppercorns, so 6 per 1 kilo bag. Yeah, 1 kilo piece. Brown sugar. About the same amount that you use for your salt. Throw it in there and she's good to go. Right. Now, do up your zippy bag to almost the end. Right? I've stopped that much short, so that way you can fold him over, get all the air out. You don't want air in there. Get out as much as you can, give it a good squash, and then clip it closed. Okay? Give her a bit of a rub around. Doesn't really matter if you don't do this bit, because the salt's going to pull the juice out of the meat and it's all got to turn to liquid anyway. So rightio. So that's that one. Good to go. I've got the skin side down here with nothing on it. I've got the meat side up with all the salt, the sugar, the garlic and the chilli on it. Okay, so all you do, fold him over like that, so that when it pulls the juices out, they'll all end up underneath here on the rind side. So that's one. Chuck them in the fridge. Again, just pork belly. Put it in the bag. Same handful of salt. It's the same size piece of meat. Okay. The rest of the chilli, the rest of the garlic, and the green peppers into the bag. Now instead of the brown sugar, we'll be using maple syrup. So this is going to be a bit of a guess. So, but I'm figuring, what is this? 250 ml, 8.5 fluid ounces. So I'm probably thinking about half of this bottle into there. Would be pretty close to equivalent of the amount of brown sugar that I used just before. But since this one's liquid, since this one's a liquid and not a dry, your meat's already starting to baste away, basically. Okay, so same again. Close most of the zippy top to the end. Squash them down, get the air out. Smells good already. This one should be alright. Maple syrup smell as well as the garlic smell. Close him up. Done. Right. So that's the second one. We've got the standard bacon and the maple syrup one. So put them skin side up. Got the smoker cracked. Skin side up and leave them go for a couple of hours. And she's good to go. Check them in about an hour and then flip them over and let them go for another hour. Check the temperature while I'm there.